Guys, we're going to Total Rock Concert mod into the game. I know there's been some questions, so this one's somewhat installed, so I'm just going to step you through the process. First thing we want to do is get the cannon assembly out like this is. I have it turned off. There'll be screws along the bottom. There'll be 2 on this side and 3 on the other side. Once you remove those, the cover just comes right off, so you can store that somewhere. Alright, the next thing we want to do is actually mount the controller box inside. So you need to raise the playfield. Let me set that down. There'll be 2 screws on the side. I've already removed them. That holds this kicker on. There's a bracket. So the styrene cover, after you take those screws out, will sit like that. But in order to hold that bracket in place, you have to pull out on the plunger. There's a plunger right here. When you pull out on that, it holds this bracket tight in here. This little plunger here holds your bracket in place. Someone suggested grabbing it with some vice grips to hold it to free up your hand. That'll work too. But for now, I'm just going to try to do this. Alright, when you put the styrene cover on, what you want to do is, as you start to put it on, you want to slide it, leave these 2 screws that hold the wires loose, and slide it in between the assembly and those 2 wireways. So that's what secures that side, the right side on. Just like hold it, push the plunger slightly towards the front of the top of the game, and that will hold this bracket back here tight to the assembly. So when you start the screws, it'll align the holes. I've started mine already. Also, when you screw in the screw from the cannon in here, do not push hard on the screw because you'll rock the bracket. Slightly start the screw real easy, and then when you get one started, you can get the other one going right at the same time. So screw these in, get them snug, do not get them tight yet. So they're both going in. I can let go of my plunger. Give enough room that I tightened it up a little too much. Let's back it off a hair. So this moves just a little bit, so you can adjust it so that it doesn't hit your slingshot here or the ramp. So it clears it really nice. I'm going to raise it up a little bit, and I'm going to tighten it down. Alright. Okay. I unhooked it, just letting you know which wire. You can see the wick ties into the into the pinball machine. This flasher right here is going to tie into the wick. So what you got to do is locate these wires underneath the game. So you just kind of trace the wire back, and you find it, and just by tugging on the wire here, you can see the wire move back here on the flasher. So you know you have the right connection. Alright, the harness will come with a Z connector. Looks just like this. Pretty much you unplug the factory one, and then you plug in the new one that's provided. It's keyed. There's a little rib there that will click in, and then this same ramp or rib for say will slide into this way. You can't really get it this way because it won't fit. So it doesn't go on. They design it so you can't do it. So it only does go one way. Then you route this last harness that for the wick section or the fuse section, same location as the other 2 that you just ran, right up through the kicker assembly, and then you'll tie that into the last plug there. So alright, we'll lower the playfield down. This is for the wick assembly. Route that under, route this across, and plug it in. So like again, we'll zip tie everything up. There's a lot of wires, but